F1's newest team, shattering all expectations here.
And please subscribe to my dad and hit the like button.
Amidst the noise and fanfare of the occasion, a crucial moment now to concentrate.
Starting in 20th, the points are a long way off. Can they get a good start here and push for a respectable finish?
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. And this is it, the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Man, 20 and 21. Welcome back. We're going to deploy at the outset. Can't really push the tires too much.
You can stop lift and coast.
All right, so on my time away, I did get a chance.
Lift and coast.
Took my laptop with me, and I can play. Will you guys be quiet? I can play Formula One Manager on my laptop. So I was playing through an old save, which, by the way, if you watched any of my streams on my old original save, God bless you. That team is awful. Pato Award is all right. I don't mind Pato. But Mick Schumacher was my other driver. Oh, Lord. It was awful. But anyway, since I was running that, and I didn't really, there's not much on the line, so I experimented with the way I run my races a bit. And I was trying to figure out ways to be a little more aggressive. So hopefully I have learned some things. And, we'll see if they pay off for this team, because this team is definitely better than the previous save. And it's season 1, so that's good. Excuse me, but right now it's a tough time because of parts. But the big story, Max is in the lead. Leclerc running 3. So you got Red Bull, Ferrari, then McLaren, and the 2 Aston Martin. John now fighting with Gasly. He's dropped to 19.
It's just increased LICO.
Got a yellow flag. We can see both of our cars.
There's a yellow flag now.
Oh, Isaac. I was about to say, well, that's not bad.
Crew watching on in the garage, that really must have been a hard one to take.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh. All right, something happened. We just missed it. At least I did. I saw some smoke.
Virtual safety car. Slow down, get your delta positives.
Now this was the Sauber. But oh, they can't avoid making contact.
Oh, man.
Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
As will their front wing. Yeah, I was trying to do some while I was away.
That's good.
But it was just so hard to focus much time on it.
You okay?
Oh,
And
no.
here we've got a yellow flag.
Oh, no.
Big contact.
Of course. We'll see what that does to us. It's just every week now, man, we're hitting something. Somebody or something. All right, so Adam survived that contact. He's still out there running 18. His life goal right now is to finish, I can't remember if it's 20 or 21 and above. So basically comes down to him finishing this race and getting us that, we'll call it 300 grand. We'll round it off. John, on the other hand, should be a little more competitive, but both cars are just not 100%. We are running out of parts quickly. Another yellow flag.
You okay?
Oh my God, is it him again?
We've got a yellow flag here.
Nico, leave my boy alone, man. All right, well, that was probably not Nico. All right. All right, so here comes Adam. He's running 19. Jack Doohan's in as well, so that'll be good for us. There's a 2.6. Nice job, guys. Gave him 2.5 weeks off. Seems like it's paid off there. That's the big story in this save is Max and Leclerc are within about 14 points of each other for the Drivers' Championship. With, I think after this, it's 6 races to go. So we're going to try to make sure we keep an eye on that and the Constructors as well. You know, this is a stream about our racing team, but we also want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on the rest of the field.
Down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow one.
.265, hey. Nice. All right, we got Gasly behind us, Antonelli in front of us. John Felix trying to hold 16. Adam sticking at 19. That's where we need him. Need him to hang on to that right there. At some point, I may have to back off these tires a little bit. 32 to 38, the window for both. Identical strategies for both cars. For now, we'll hold it, but keep an eye on that. I just would love to delay this last stop a little bit longer to give us some maneuvering space on those last hard tires. Maybe push them a little bit if we need to pick up a spot or two. Hamilton's still in first. Verstappen has it down under a second and a half. Leclerc now in third. Then Lawson and Norris is your top 5. We are fighting the fight of sort of broken, out of parts. But like I said, I think for next week's race we should have the one car, the John Felix car, should be back. And hopefully that we're looking back to that 12th place car that we feel like we have. We're going to put our money into research. We got to keep the car on the track, so we'll buy parts. No, we can't just quit. Got to keep racing. But the focus is going to be on trying to get this team as ready for next year as possible, so that from week 1 we're ready to go. Bortoletto is out. He went straight into a wall. And Leclerc still holding on to first here. That's your big story. Yellow flag on the track. Like Is that Gasly sitting off to the side?
Delta positive.
Let's check it out.
Right, let's follow the action now at turn 7. Oh, and a fairly substantial crash there.
Oh.
And that won't do the car any good at all.
That was a tough one. All right, let's check out what's going on up front. Hamilton, Verstappen. Boy, Verstappen is 0.3 now, 0.4 off of that pace. Leclerc's under 7 now to Lawson. So he is bringing that gap down some.
Albon may have a problem.
Let's see if Max is working on the lead. Got Hamilton there. Hamilton, you would hope slow him down a bit, but cannot. Verstappen gets back in front. So that's Max, Hamilton, Lawson, Leclerc. Leclerc to Lawson was closing, but it seems to have settled at just above 6. So with roughly 8 to go, at this moment, Max is going to expand his lead. John Felix is sitting 16. Adam is 19. We're watching Max. Max Verstappen is your points leader in the driver's points. Leclerc running 4th is 2nd. It's about a 14-point difference between those two. That's why we're hanging out with these guys. Well, Leclerc's got that down to 5, now under 5, to Lawson. Seems like a lot to ask, though, in these last 7 or 8 laps. But we'll see.
And recharge on.
Antonelli.
Delta.
It sounded hard. Oh, square, man.
I lost the car.
Kimi right into the wall. All right, here we go. Max is in the lead. Again, 14-point lead over Leclerc, who's sitting 3rd.
No overtaking.
Lawson is 2nd. So here we go. They're saying 3 to go. John's sitting 14, but he's well, now it's 2.5 behind Ocon. Adam sitting 16, but we're going to stay with these leaders because of the points race.
1.5.
So right now, Red Bull followed by Ferrari. Well, look at this. Hamilton fighting with Leclerc. He says, forget your points race. I went in on this. So Leclerc takes 3rd. Or excuse me, Hamilton took it for a moment. I guess Leclerc took it back. In fairness, they're identical cars. '61 of 62 now. Take a peek back. John Felix still sitting at 2.5 behind Albon now in 13.
Still plenty of opportunities.
Leclerc still holding 3rd. Half second behind Lawson, and then just a little more than a half second to Verstappen. So if this holds, Max will extend the points lead. Yeah, I mean, I said earlier, Aston Martin is putting on a good performance in the last few races. Piastri and Norris 6 and 8. But it's been a big resurgence for Ferrari. Interval's coming down. Now Leclerc looks like maybe he has something for Lawson. Running out of time, though. And there they go across the finish line. That's how they're going to finish. Your podium is Verstappen, Lawson, and Leclerc. How many times in this save have Verstappen and Lawson shared a podium? Hamilton fourth, Alonso, Piastri, Russell, Tsunoda, Norris, and Stroll rounds out your top 10.
No, I'm done.
Let's jump back in with John, see if he's got anything for Albon.
Yeah,
Kick the last little bit out, see if we can take a spot here.
Use the overtake button.
Trying to get that 14th spot from Albon, but looks like we're not going to get it today.
Yeah, that's the check.
Have to settle for a 15. All right, so Max picks up the 26 points. That'll extend that lead out as Leclerc picks up 15 for third. So Lawson second, Leclerc third, Lewis Hamilton finishes fourth, picks up 12. Now, Hamilton has actually been running better, and I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head where he is in the point standing, so we'll take a look at that. But he has been doing a lot better, so we'll see where he is. Anyway, Alonso up 2 to 5th, Piastri up 2 to 6th, George Russell down 1, picks up 6 points. Tsunoda's up 2 to 8th, he picks up 4. Lando down 4. Gets just 2 points for McLaren, and Lance Stroll down 1 to 10th, picks up 1 for Aston Martin. But Aston Martin picking up 11 points in this race. And we'll take a look at where they are as well. There you see Sainz up 3. John Felix up 5. I mean, you know, like I said, it wasn't a great day, but it wasn't a bad day either. It was just one of those days where you knew you weren't going to be great. You knew you're probably, it was probably going to take 11 accidents for you to get points. It was just, you knew that you didn't have a great car in either car. So yeah, so that's your finish for today. Here are your driver points. And now that is a 40-point lead. Max to Leclerc. Maybe I miscalculated that one. I said 14 earlier. I think I miscounted, but you get the point. It's pretty close. So now it's a 40-point lead. Lando Norris still hanging around there in third at 277. Hamilton fourth with 263. Picks up 12 this week. Lawson at 253. Having a really good year. As I've said before, I'm sure he wishes that this was reality. Red Bull, you can see why they are up, but it's not a lot. It's Red Bull and Ferrari battling it out right now. 30 points separate them. And what did they pick up? 27 today. So that's a tight race. Red Bull and Ferrari are battling this thing out. McLaren at 411. And as I said, Aston Martin picks up the 11, a respectable fourth for them. They are ahead of Mercedes, who is in fifth.
Formula One's newest team, shattering all expectations here.
And please subscribe to my dad and hit the like button.